And last week's shooting in Virginia, it's prompting lawmakers to consider their safety one away from the Capitol. One America's John Hines has that story from Washington.
After the shooting last week involving members of Congress, security has become a much bigger issue. Now a bill has been introduced in the House that would grant properly trained and certified members of Congress the ability to conceal carry a personal firearm wherever their duties take them.
But in light of what happened last week, the presence of two armed individuals saved a lot of lives. And as U.S. Congressmen, we travel around the country. I think it's imperative that we be able to protect ourselves. I come from a state that has a concealed handgun licensing program, and we need reciprocity.
And by reciprocity, Texas Congressman Brian Babin means that his legislation would allow members of Congress to conceal carry in nearly every conceivable scenario, including federal parks and buildings, the National Mall, to and from their Capitol offices, and in any state or territory. Babin says that security has become a much bigger concern now.
As a member of Congress, and some of the threats that we and our colleagues have been receiving in the last several months since the taking of office of President Trump, they've increased multiple fold. So I think if we have some armed individuals that are on the scene, we'll be able to protect ourselves.
And members of Congress being able to protect themselves seems like a common sense approach, says John Lott of the Crime Prevention Research Center.
Only the leadership in Congress have security protection that goes with them that's provided by the government. That's literally only a handful of people. You have 535 members of Congress. As was demonstrated last week, they all may be possible targets. What's the alternative if you don't have guards, security guards, with every member of Congress there?
This bill would complement legislation that Congressman Babin has already co-sponsored to enable concealed carry permit holders in one state to enjoy reciprocity in all the states, including the District of Columbia. John Hines, One America News, Washington.